let me just bring down that intro music. There we go. Remember to do that this time. Last stream of E3.
We did it. We made it to the end.
Hurrah! And it could be a good one. It's a bit of a mystery one, really.
It really is. We've had like conflicting reports about what's going to be in the Bandai Namco stream, so we're just going to wing it. We're just going to take it as it comes.
It's Bamco Namco.
It's actually Bamco Namco. Thanks very much. Get the name right. But yeah, so we thought we hoped we still live in hope that we're gonna see some Elden Ring, but details are thin on the ground right now, and apparently. Bandai, or who was it, put out a tweet? E3 put out a tweet that this was a presentation about House of Ashes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it may just be a man of not a man of Medan. What do you call it? Dark Pictures anthology.
Dark Pictures.
I'm reading one of them right now. The Man of Medan.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. It was said Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes. So that seems to feel like it's a one game thing, but then again, they might do a one more thing.
They might.
'Cause almost every single other stream has, so you never know.
And even if they don't, we liked Man of Medan, we liked Little Hope. They're fun games to stream, so
yes.
And you know what? I will always get my head in the game for Ashley Tisdale, who I can't quite believe is in this game, but there you go.
Being slightly more mature than you both. I don't really know who Ashley
What?
Tisdale.
You don't know?
No. Please explain.
She's Sharpay Evans. She's in High School Musical, which is just great.
Oh, of course.
She sings about
Musical.
She sings about wanting all kinds of different things from different countries.
She's fabulous.
That's definitely a movie I've watched.
She's fabulous, and also she wants it all, and she's just wonderful. Everything I aspire to be in school, really, and beyond.
Oh man, I actually haven't seen anything about House of Ashes yet, so this is this is going to be a first glimpse for my eyes. Because didn't we see a trailer from a while back?
We did, yeah. We've seen little glimpses of it. It's basically set at the tail end of the Iraq War, and it's a squad of soldiers, and they accidentally stumble on like a tomb, some kind of tomb.
Okay.
And inside they find a totem to the god Pazuzu.
Oh, I bet that's
I think
fine.
it's probably
They
something
do the
like
bad
that,
thing,
yeah.
which is touch.
They touched it.
They touched it.
And,
Did they read out like an
then
inscription
monsters.
written in an indecipherable language or something as well, just to like bring it home?
Definitely. It's definitely that kind of thing where everyone makes... You're all shouting at the screen, don't do it! Don't touch the statue of the long dead god Pazuzu! What are you doing?
I love that they take the piss out of that in Cabin in the Woods, and it's just like, it's a whole room of like just different trinkets that all of them are just guaranteed, they're guaranteed to pick up one of them.
Love Cabin in the Woods
great.
so much. It's such a good game. That scene where the elevator goes ding ding and then just everything dies. It's so good. But anyway, this is Bamco Namco stream. So on the off chance we do get some Elden Ring glimpses, Aoife and Ian, what kind of stuff would you like to see in those glimpses of Elden Ring?
I want to see, so like I said before, Miyazaki did do an interview with IGN, I think it was, and revealed some more details about Elden Ring, and again, all keeps coming back to the scale. They keep saying that it's big and that so it's going to be a huge world where all these different areas are dedicated to these different demigods. And I just have a feeling that it's going to be very Shadow of the Colossus-esque, where some of these bosses are going to be enormous. And what a fun way to change it up, especially if you're on horseback, you can move faster. And what a great way to
that would be
transition.
So fucking cool.
Yeah, if you have to ride on your horse really fast and jump off it onto something else that's even bigger. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely. Because Dark Souls has definitely had big monsters before, but not kind of. I'll be interested to see how if that is the case, how they strike the tone between horror and having huge monsters.
Yes.
Because if they're huge, you'd assume you need to see the whole thing to fight it, but maybe not. Maybe there's it's shrouded in darkness or something. But yeah, that would be cool. That would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
Well, because they say the scale and everything. I played Dark Souls recently, and that game is massive anyway. So if it's bigger than Dark Souls, then wow, there's going to be a lot.
Is it?
A lot there.
Are things happening?
No.
Is it also is it free roam too? Like, can you just wander around? Because how are they going to deal with different like leveling of enemies and stuff? I guess just
Well,
if you run into things that are too hard, try somewhere else.
kind of like the other
That's
games
what
have
happened
gone.
in Dark Souls,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did say
Yeah.
in the interview. Miyazaki did say that there is a sort of way that the game will gently guide you. Like there is a preferred route or like a recommended route, but it won't make you do that. So yeah, you can tackle them in a different order if you so wish.
Yeah, I'm just so interested to see what it's going to be like. Like I got into Dark Souls basically because I joined Eurogamer. So it's going to be really
Yay.
interesting actually being at the launch of a game that is Dark Souls-like and actually seeing it from beginning to end.
I love it so much. I just want more of that gameplay, more of that kind of
You
thing.
need the fix.
Yeah. So I'm looking because there's things happening. Let's have a wee joke. What's going on?
Yeah. Hog.
Pog.
People of the game.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, if you like Dark Souls stuff, just saying Tunic.
Oh yeah, you're playing a lot of Tunic, haven't you?
Oh yeah, you have been playing tons of that, haven't you?
It's great. I just finished streaming it. It's
Lissy!
Nice. Oh, Lizzie. Yeah, so we're currently waiting for the Bandai Namco stream to start because, to our perplexity, it isn't like scheduled on YouTube or anything. So we're kind of just hoping that it turns up.
It's a little bit confusing.
They've really hidden it away. Maybe that's part of the challenge.
No.
Maybe you unlock an achievement if you can find it.
I love you, Lissy, but I'm not letting you advertise on my channel.
No hard feelings.
No. All right.
Turner's done a super chat saying, "Howdy, Eurogamer crew. Hope you're staying hydrated. I understand the heat the past few days in my area have been in the 90s.
Yeah.
I've got a jug of squash bigger than my face.
Yeah, I've got a big water bottle.
I'm out of fluid again. I've been trying to keep up with it, but I've been because I've been sat here playing. Well, I haven't really moved from this spot. I don't know about you two, but I've been playing games, and this room is humid right now. I really should.
Yeah, it's hot.
I really should have taken a walk or something, but I had other things to do. Playing games.
Yeah.
Smells pretty right.
Yeah.
Oh god, I already regret wearing like a black t-shirt, an entire black. I really should have changed it to something else, but no.
I've gone full. All the buttons have been undone.
Oh,
all the
my.
buttons.
Oh, we can't even
Ooh.
see though. Hold
For the
on,
last
hold on.
stream.
Let's have a wee. Okay, Ian, the buttons don't even go down that far.
I know they're not as
come
bad as
on.
last. I did the last one.
All right, what's
You need to
happening
up your
now?
game, Ian, and down the buttons.
Next E3, it'll be buttons every
Do
stream.
you promise?
But different button undone until it's sort of
One more
better start
every
doing
time.
some press ups.
Oh man.
What is happening?
Okay,
now?
well it's 14 minutes past 10.
Oh, okay, so this is
it should be starting imminently.
imminent.
Imminently.
I think
If you
it was-
describe anything as imminent, it just makes it seem more kind of interesting than it really
It does
is.
a little
so
bit, yeah.
imminently.
Obviously, iHeartRadio. You know what?
I know it is an interesting.
Let me just shut that up again because we don't need to listen to that kind of sponsorship nonsense.
No.
That's boring.
That's not free advertising on our channel. I
No,
think you'll find.
Absolutely not. We'll come back to you afterwards when Bandai Namco is back. I'll keep an eye on it. But but yeah, I guess House of Ashes. Like aren't there supposed to be 8 in total of the?
8?
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
8?
Ian,
Oh my god! I didn't realize it was that many.
Is it 8?
I think it might
thought it was
be.
5.
It
might be
of
8.
God, what is the series? It keeps going out of
The Dark Pictures Anthology.
Anthology. There we go.
We promise we do actually really love these
We
games.
do.
It's just our
Might be
brains are
fun.
like sludge right
Yeah,
now.
the Dark Pictures Anthology. I think there's supposed to be 8 of them. Which
Oh,
8.
gosh.
Wow.
I need some more room on my shelf.
Yeah.
We're going to be
It's,
covering the Dark Pictures for like the next
the
5
end of
years
time,
then or something
yeah.
if they're coming out yearly.
Yeah.
But I do.
These are some little promo things that I've got when they've come out, and they're like fake books.
Oh,
So
that's
I put them on
cool.
my shelf.
Every
They're
time a
pretty-
new one
pretty
is
sweet.
announced, though, I kind of go, like the first time I was like, a tank or whatever, and then the second time, and then I really liked it, and the second time it was like, Haunted Town, and I really liked that one, and then this one I'm like, soldiers, why? Soldiers, broad daylight in the desert. That doesn't sound very spooky.
Wait, broad daylight?
Well, they're set.
Only until they go underground.
Yeah, but I'm bored of caves. Ooh, a skull. Ian, put it. Yeah, perfect.
Ooh, a skull.
There you go. That's so good.
Oh, amazing.
Spooky.
Spooky, scary. Oh, yeah, but I'm interested to see what exactly they're going to cover. If it really is House of Ashes for like the next 45 minutes, how much do you have to talk about?
It couldn't be for the full 40 minutes, could it?
How are you going to talk about it for that long?
However, I will say this. I would rather it was 40 minutes of House of Ashes than a bunch of random fucking IPs that nobody gives a shit about, which, let's be honest, like that, these streams can sometimes devolve into that quite quickly.
Yes, naming no names, but...
Well, Namco is pretty bad for it, actually, sometimes, you know, with like the...
I can't. Did we have an E3 last year, or did the Panda Epic kind of ruin that entire thing?
Yeah, it was. We had something.
It was cancelled, wasn't it?
There were some things that it wasn't really. It wasn't really a thing.
Wasn't really E3.
Yeah.
No, they just spent most of the time leaking people's details.
What is going on the screen at the moment?
I don't
I'm not
know.
really
What
sure.
is this?
There's a lady with
Let me show
writing.
The writing
her-
keeps changing on her top.
Yeah.
I'm just really
It's very confusing. I'll show the
Is
stream
that
so that.
is that what a VTuber is?
No, yeah, maybe. I thought VTubers were more kind of 2D flat though.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a continuation of the Final Fantasy Chaos DLC thing. It's just chaos has like spawned into the Bampo Mampo.
It is pretty chaotic right now.
Tempo.
Oh god.
I can't say words at the best of times, especially not at 20 past 10.
That famous developer, Pampo Pampo. That's way better than Bampo Mampo.
Our brains are just we're losing it by the second here.
But just imagine,
Yeah.
take a second and just imagine what would happen if they announced Bloodborne 2. Like, let's just imagine.
That wouldn't happen
might
anyway because
happen.
that was a PlayStation thing.
Oh, God damn it.
But oh my gosh, if that happened, when that happens at some random state of play,
happens.
I will lose my mind. Like major head
Snap the table in half.
That would be extremely exciting, and it is happening.
It would be.
I think it's happening. I
don't think it cannot happen.
Yeah, right?
Like, they know how much Bloodborne is like one of those franchises that I just don't think anything has ever like matched its aesthetic in particular.
Yeah, totally.
So to like not cash in on that incredible world they've created seems seems wild to me. Wild.
This rubbish is still going on, by the way. Like this is
really is.
Let me just. This is I don't know what it is, but I wish it
Ninja
wasn't.
doing his bullshit.
Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne for PC. That's a good shout, Derp Cat.
Yeah, because they managed to do that mod that brought it up to like it was like a fan made thing where it was like 60 frames per second. It looked lovely.
Oh yeah, that was one Digital Foundry mentioned, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
so nice.
Sure.
All
Absolutely.
right, this should be starting in the next minute, so I really hope this is coming to an end.
Fingers crossed.
But we did have a super chat from Whitney Whitford that says, finally, a stream I can watch live. New Zealand time zone doesn't normally align. Thank you guys for your hard work this week and throughout the year. Thank you, Whitney.
Amazing.
New Zealand is a lovely place. I love it very much.
Oh, it is.
Hello to Emily Kelly as well.
Hi, Emily.
Oh, hello.
Hiya.
Hi.
And Ailsa McLaughlin says, hello, my favorite people. Thanks for helping me get through the stressful process of moving with these streams these past few days. Oh, congrats on moving. That's mean.
Congrats.
I'm going to be doing that next week. The Craw Boy Mark
exciting.
says, Ian, OnlyFans when?
How do you know I haven't already got one?
Ooh.
Oh, I haven't, but
Okay.
Okay. Right. Come on, Capcom.
Oh.
Not Capcom. Bam, Bam, Bam.
Yeah.
it's still
Bam,
weird.
bam.
Instead.
Let's just see
Still
what we're
weird
calling it
anime
at the end
lady
of this.
mugging off.
Yeah.
She's getting very angry.
Whatever she's arguing with Ninja about, I hope she's winning.
If someone who didn't know video games now came along and was, I'm going to check out E3 and see what's going on, they'd see a robot lady throwing sausages at a man with blue hair.
Look at it. Like,
It's like when Lady Gaga tweeted, "What is Fortnite?" and Ninja replies, "Hit me up and I'll show you." And she goes, "Who are you?"
Brilliant.
Oh, that's an entire move. Thank you, Lady
why is
Gaga.
this still happening?
I don't know. It's now 22:21.
All right.
Hold on.
Come on.
So,
Is that a waving goodbye you're doing?
There we
Please
go.
Wave goodbye.
Please wave goodbye.
Ninja is gone.
Bye
now.
bye now.
God for that. God.
Bye.
It was just screaming. It was just screaming towards the end there.
I don't know. I didn't even unmute it because I just knew it was going to be hell.
All right. Look, there's... Okay, here we go. There we go. But I see a Bandai Namco thing in the background there.
That's not how it's spelled Pamco.
Bamco. Panko breadcrumbs. Okay.
Oh, don't make me hungry. That's mean.
Again, with like guys wearing... Oh, the one on the left's wearing a blazer. That is an effort.
The one on the left looks good.
Yeah.
It's just...
Jeans and a shirt and Converse.
She's got the heel, she's got a nice dress, she's got an amazing hair.
Looking gorgeous.
Let's just match the energy.
If I could have magnificent hair, I would.
Yes.
But unfortunately, nature's taken that away from me.
Oh, no!
Oh, we've got a super chat from Taylor Aisley that says, "Tip top streams, me 3 this week. I love you guys. Keep being amazing."
Thank you.
You keep being amazing.
Yeah.
No,
you.
Uno reverse card.
Yeah, Uno reverse card. I was thinking that was my mouse on the screen for a second. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get the mouse on
their
it's their
mouse.
mouse.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
No one. We wouldn't do anything.
We would never
like
do something
No,
like that.
don't be silly.
We haven't done that a few times today, to start with. But listen, here's the difference. The people working on these shows, incredibly talented people, there's hundreds of them. The people working on these streams, you're looking at all 3 of them right now.
Oh, man. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yeah, I mean, if we had a crew of hundreds, we could totally have some cool lights.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Set and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the twist.
Yeah.
We don't need them.
No, we don't. We're fine just as we are.
Oh, they are saying Bandai Namco.
Oh, she's got purple in her hair.
Yeah, Bandai House of Ashes. It
Oh,
does say
yeah.
Pamco House of Ashes coming up next.
Well, we shall temper our
Coming up
expectations
now.
accordingly. But you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be one more thing.
Just look out for one more thing.
I wonder if they're all double vaccinated or if they did like.
They probably did COVID
the
testing.
tests.
The old
Yeah.
lateral flow. Got to get your lateral
That's the
flow in
one.
order.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're
Well,
about to do
stick
some
that right up
yoga
your brain
every
hole.
time someone's like talking about lateral flow. How many COVID tests have you had, Ian? Sticking it up your brain nostril.
I like about 5 of the ones you have to post away, and then 6 of the lateral ones. I do the lateral ones when I'm going to visit people or people are coming over. I'm 1 vaccinated though, so
You are 1 vaccinated,
I'm
yeah.
getting there.
I'm going to be 1 vaccinated on Saturday.
Yay!
Very excited to get stabbed.
Oh, yes, Seb.
It's just an old mood
Occasionally
for me,
4. Seb's in the chat saying occasionally there's 4 people helping out with the streams.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
there
there
is.
is.
That's true. That's true. Who else could bring Aoife her Chardonnay?
Actually, it was a wee Sove yesterday, or was it the day before? I can't remember. If you wanted to do that now, Seb, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah. I'll have a beer if you're.
Please bring me some whiskey.
Yes,
Please.
oh, we all deserve.
I've got a
some
super chat
after
from
that.
Edward Hulse that says, "Hello, Aoife, Zoe, and Ian. I hope you
Hello.
all enjoyed E3. Let's hope Bandai Namco, it's called Bandai Namco, can round it off in style."
Pamco.
Pamco, can you stop? I'm trying to keep up, Ian. It's hard. I totally almost called you Ethan there again.
Ethan.
Oh, is this it? Is it doing it?
Yeah, this is it. It's finally doing
Okay, I'm
something.
going to turn it up.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Spooky
yeah.
pictures.
That
There's
blonde
the-
lady was pretty scary.
Yeah, she's the one that you
Who
got
was
to
her
kill.
dentist?
What's his face?
Oh,
Conrad.
Conrad. Why would
That's
you bring
right.
that up?
It was only a matter of time.
Hello, Dr. Horseteeth.
Hello. He's got that Peaky Blinders haircut.
Dr. Horst.
Hello, Wesker.
Oh, what is this? Is this the Chris
This is
Redfield part of Resident Evil Village?
looks
Because
like
please
it.
don't make me
There
go
she
through that
is.
again.
Werewolves.
Ah.
Oh yeah. She's from High School Musical.
Yes, she is, Ian.
I learned that today.
Unknown alone is extremely brave. Or extremely
Yeah, I think you're right, Ian. I think they're going to go underground.
Yeah, they have to.
Definitely do.
Sure.
Or they, I mean, it could be like an amnesia thing where, yeah, thank you. Guess what
So-
worked? I have one.
Yay!
So they're like,
An abyss.
even though there's
Oh,
monsters and
cool.
things, the last two of these things ended with a logical explanation for
That's true,
everything.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it did. Man of Medan was chemical weapons or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, spoilers. But yeah, Man of
spoilers,
Medan was
sorry.
chemical
Yeah.
weapons and
Little Hopes was a thing
One by
that
one,
definitely didn't
their
end
lights will be
explainable.
snuffed out.
Oh really?
Unless you
Whoops.
Maybe they're all linked somehow.
save them.
oh dear.
They are by Dr. Horseteeth.
Yeah,
Dr. Horse.
he's behind it all.
By the void.
There you go, trapped beneath the earth. Then. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
that makes more sense.
It kind of it's a bit aliens.
Yeah.
It's a bit Descent-y, don't you think?
Yes,
A
yes.
little bit
That's a
Descent-y.
good horror movie.
Forever. And also it's giving me like, oh, what was the name of the last Amnesia game?
Yeah,
Amnesia
Rebirth. Yeah,
Rebirth
yeah, yeah.
or something. Like, you know, when she's walking through deserts and stuff like that, it kind of gives me that vibe.
Yeah, because Rebirth was it was like there was the harsh sunlight, and then when you go into the darkness, there was like it was all underground caves and things like
Yeah.
that. I do worry though now that we've said this that there there's usually like a logical explanation for these things, that it's going to end up being because it's a bunch of soldiers, that it's going to be like PTSD or something like that.
Joining
Something
Yeah.
a bit
Oh,
awkward
yeah,
like that,
could
you
be.
know.
Let's start at the very start. We're going to be talking about House of Ashes.
That's a
for
good
most
place
of
to
the
start.
interview, but for those of us, tell us about the
It's
Dark
traditional, I believe.
The Dark Pictures is a series of narrative, story-driven, branching.
Yeah, there's quite a
horror
few of them,
stories.
isn't there,
Each
coming
one
up? We
is
said earlier.
standalone. They
I've
each
kind
tell a
of-
different story, completely
I guess it's
separate
going to be
from
like
the others,
Assassin's Creed, where there's
but
almost a
within the same
yearly
universe,
installment.
Yeah.
so there
You
is
just
connection between them.
Because they are.
I think at one point they were planning to do 2 a year, but they
With links 4,000 years ago that set
they
the
got
They
a
had
little
to-
bit. It was a bit.
I mean-
I think they were a bit overly ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
themes, I
maybe.
suppose, within,
We've got a super chat from Hugh that says, not to be a downer, but I think the
starts
C3
off
was
with,
so
military
boring.
unit. They've got some
I'd take a new
technology
Kinect
that
game
can
announcement
look
at
for
this
weapons
point.
construction
PS, cheers.
No,
They
never.
can identify
It's
weapons
never that
in
boring.
advanced mountain
The
and
C3 has
And
been
then as part
different,
of
that's
that,
for
they
sure.
come
It
up
has, but I think I think really what we need to do though is just keep in mind that developers and all of the people who make games have been hit just the same as the rest of us with the last year and a bit, and it's probably been incredibly hard to keep up to usual schedules. Obviously, maybe it just shouldn't have been grouped together like this. I feel like when the studios are ready to do their thing, they should do the thing, but maybe there was a
Yeah,
lot
absolutely.
of pressure on them to do this.
Some of it has felt a little
all
bit
of
like,
the
oh crap,
Dark
E3's
Pictures
coming up,
games,
we
they
better
all
do
pull
something.
something
Yeah.
from real life
And then,
history.
but they could have just gone,
What's
do you
the
know what?
case with,
Let's
the
say
need
we're skipping
for
it and do something
historical-
better.
Like Sony did, you
later
know?
in the year,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
looking
I
at,
think that's the thing with
looking
streaming
at
nowadays is that,
reading
like,
myths and legends
because
and
anyone
stories
can
and doing
stream,
that
it means that you
research.
can kind
And
of
we know our fans
guarantee
love
that
it
you
as well,
don't have to
because
stick to
there's something
event
that they can link into
kind of like
afterwards. And I love doing that
timelines
when I'm
anymore.
playing games
So
and watching movies myself.
Sony has shown that they can
So
just
this
bring
one's
people in by
set
doing a state of play
4,000
whenever they
years
want,
ago.
and Xbox
The
has done the same
Akkadian
thing every now and
Empire
again
this
too.
terrible
So
movie that happened
I
where
just,
this
you know,
self-proclaimed
think maybe
God
they
king,
should be a bit more
Larry
flexible.
Singh.
That's all.
And he
Is this-
essentially
look at this,
turned
look at this,
though,
the
look at this,
pressure
though.
to This temple.
This is
Historical
like your kind of
segment.
thing.
And devastation to his own
Yeah.
people.
I'm getting mummy
It's
vibes
like
from
old
that, and I'm
history's
into
lost,
it.
but we've
Little
done a lot
hope
of
they
research
do.
about it, and
Old,
we had a lot of
they
the
do
accidents that linked
bit
into
of
the
time
story
travel
we wanted
kind of
to tell.
stuff. don't they?
Yeah.
And the
Anax
thing for us is
Cinnamon.
we get to do our own take on it, we get to twist it, and obviously we've made our own truth from it.
At the end of the sneak peek, the trailer, we saw monsters. Tell us a bit more about what's
Have
going on
they
there.
I
already
think you'll
shown
find-
monsters?
Unit that you're
I
playing
think you'll
as, they
find they're
don't
called
really know what
Monsties.
they are.
Monsties,
They're
I
not
knew
bigger,
it.
They're larger, they're faster.
Oh dear.
The
Oh,
team aren't going
man.
to know if there's one or two of them.
Well,
or
actually,
hundreds of
they're
thousands.
called
And that's kind of the threat with this. You know, they've got guns. Maybe they could
They've
try and
got
take one of them
guns.
down. But maybe there's another one around the corner.
Oh
Maybe
god,
there's a
since
group
when
of
did
them,
guns
and
ever
maybe they're
actually
gonna
help
get
in
aimed
horror?
at.
Oh no,
Yeah.
wait,
Cluster.
Resident Evil Village,
Exactly.
guns helped quite a lot in taking down
That's
the
true,
horror.
actually.
And it's
Yeah.
really
That's,
fun
I
to
think
work
maybe
on
that's
and
why
see
part of
these
the
things
reason
move
why this
around
premise
and
doesn't
how
really
horrific they
interest
can
me,
be.
because so
They're
many
different
games have
to us.
already
They
done
see
it.
the world in a different way.
Yeah,
The
it is.
snippets
It
of
does.
in
I mean, the
darkness
fact that
and
me and
was
Ian
that-
could
did I
name
see
like
that?
2 or 3
Was it
movies
something
that gave
you-
us the same vibes as this
or
kind
was
of
it actually
shows that
just
it's
one
kind of
of the
been done
other
and done
soldiers
before. But
stuck in
is it not that
the
they're
back?
trying to base each kind of tale on
We
like
like to try and
an
misdirect
urban
people on
legend
things
or
and
like
Is it?
did
a
you see
myth or
something, did you
something?
not?
I
And that's the
swear,
great
I
thing with
think
horror.
so.
Okay.
Things
Maybe I've
we're gonna
imagined
scare
that.
That
you.
kind
We're
of
not gonna scare
would
you.
tally, yeah,
Scare
because
you in
Ian
it.
said
Yeah,
there
but
was
Matt-
like a haunted boat that the first one was based on.
Yes.
So should we expect a huge amount of
Yeah.
Yeah,
horror?
spooky haunted boats,
A huge amount of peril.
spooky haunted villages, and now spooky haunted caves.
Yeah, and spooky haunted soldiers.
Fans love it as well. So yeah, there's at least 60 unique deaths, and there's a whole ton of variation on that.
60
as well.
unique
So
deaths.
Merwin and some of the others, you
Oh.
will see.
And
that-
Zoe will find them all.
Well, I don't like to
Because
disappoint.
It's a firefight, there's
Is
gonna
that
be
world?
bullets flying as
That's
well,
old
and all that
helmets.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
not just the deaths, it's the
Maybe
gore
a
that
few
goes along
people
with
have
it,
found
and,
this tomb
yeah,
over
lots of
the
blood.
time.
Wicked. It sounds absolutely terrifying. I'm in.
Does it?
Oh god.
What differences have
Get
you
to
made
the
or
job,
changes
The
Bob.
in
tech is just going to get better and better as time goes on, so it's just going to look
We're
even
always
more like
evolving our
gory
dog
and
pictures.
realistic.
We listen to
Have
a lot
either of you
the,
seen Dog
feedback from our
Soldiers?
fans,
Dog
and
Soldiers,
also our
no.
fans,
That's a
they wanna do
brilliant
how they wanna push things forward.
British made
So we tried some
It's
stuff
awful.
in-
werewolf movie. It's nice.
Oh,
brilliant.
okay.
It's got Sean Pertwee in it, and he
Oh,
gets
really?
disempowered,
Okay.
and his bits are coming out, and he's like, "It's
Fine,
fine, I'm okay." And then a dog comes in and starts like eating his like intestines.
Oh, that's
So we've had to learn because you take away the
That makes me feel a little bit sick.
It made Laura feel sick, but I was like,
I had to learn new tricks.
So hey, they're switching from fixed camera angle in this one, by the looks of things.
Chance for jump scares, which you know some people
Yeah,
love.
interesting.
But that's just making it more like a generic third person.
Oh, yeah, look, you can. Oh, yeah, yeah, that definitely need it a bit more, yeah.
We love the lighting that we do.
Interesting.
But I-
Because yeah, Little Hope and Man and Madame was super fixed angles.
But I like that because then it's more cinematic, isn't it? This is-
Yeah, it kind of feels a bit more like,
that kind of stuff.
Control
We've also
almost
done
in a
things
weird
like,
way.
Yeah.
Like
adding
kind of just
difficulty
more
settings to this game. So in Little Hope we added
atmospheric.
you know, QTE warning icons as an example, and we've got some really good positive feedback about that.
They
Also,
weren't
some people
quite
don't
enough
turn
of
that
a
off.
warning for certain
We
people.
No.
But I appreciate the effort.
Accessibility settings and difficulty settings. If you
Okay,
want
that's
to have
good.
a more casual experience, you can change
Nice.
those settings. Still, most of your characters are going to end up dead. But you
Oh,
know,
that's
that's
wow.
Bonus,
Oh.
yeah,
Indeed.
but that's what we come
Thanks.
here for.
Wow, that's
We can do it.
instilling
us.
confidence there.
What was it like working?
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm wondering.
So Ashley
Oh,
was
yeah.
fantastic. She researched Rachel. She understood
babe.
her when she came on
Yay.
the set, which is so refreshing. She knew her inside out. And Rachel is a flawed character, so she brought that through so fantastic.
Sharpay,
The rest
still
of the
killing
Oh,
it.
amazing.
We were looking for Joey.
I hope she gets into more video games.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see more people, more like actors and
Shit.
more movie
We really need
actors
to
in
connect
video
to these characters
games.
and understand them as humans. We want them to seem real because they're real to us. You know, we spend a long time designing them, and
Must
I
be
don't
so
mind if you
weird
hate anyone
it
who
being in a
enjoys
game
the
like this and then
character,
seeing
'cause
yourself
you don't like
back
everyone in
wearing
real life.
things and
But
having
maybe
your
you like
hair
them when
and
you
doing
see
like
them.
things that you
Yeah.
never
Maybe
ever
you like them once
have
they're dead.
worn or
Yeah,
looked
and you
like.
feel bad about it, definitely.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to
But
say it
also
must be
what you
weird
say
seeing
to
yourself
them,
die
you want
like
them to
60
That
different
too,
ways
that
in a
too as
game.
well, yeah.
That would
Yeah,
definitely
that's
be
fine,
weird.
that's-
I
their
like
fan food,
watching
that's what
the
they wanna
behind
do.
the scenes of things
But,
like
you
The
know, can you get
Uncharted and
everyone
The
out
Last
for
of
life?
Us, where they're
Save
like
as
pretending
many
to get
as
into
you
cars,
So
and they're just little boxes
Oh yeah.
with a
Aw.
pretend steering wheel.
So,
Oh well,
last
the
question.
Resident Evil Village had that too, where
Favorite
like
scene?
they all had like
Favourite
sort of
scenes, so,
approximate versions of their weapons and
Celine,
hats, and it looks so
Rocky
silly.
Horror, and Jason Kolchak, one of the Marines,
Maggie,
was there.
the bard who
There's a
voices
way
Lady
that can
Dimitrescu,
play
for that
out
scene
and
where she
a
like
sort of
throws the
concept
table
between
across the
them, and
room.
you can
It
maybe
was just
go in
like a
number of
table on
different
wheels, and
ways.
so she just like wheeled it across the room.
Brilliant.
It's really emotional.
Oh,
Seeing
it's
them
just an
film it, I
amazing
was
mental
lucky to be
image.
there, and then seeing that come through in game, I think we've got something there. I think that's gold. And then, of course, I love scaring people. So I love the jump scares. I love the moments of tension.
Loving scaring people is
that
the
we bring.
basics,
We
really,
Yeah.
of
can
these,
do
isn't it?
moments, So we've got some fantastic jokes, in there
Jokes.
as well. To allow you to relax for a moment before we scare you again.
I wonder if
State your
there'll be
mind
more
now.
characters
Yeah.
in this, because the other ones have about
Dan, thank you so
5
much.
characters,
Yeah.
but as
I'm
an
sure,
army
you know,
squad,
I'm
maybe there'll be more
excited and
to be
terrified
picked
and
off in the
everyone
distance.
Well,
else is just excited.
He did say most of your
And
characters
it's
will
been a real
die, so I guess
pleasure.
maybe there's like a
Can't
core
wait to get
cast of
into
3, and then like the kind of secondary characters just die along
Oh,
the way.
you need to
That
have
makes
have some disposables in there, you know.
Definitely. You know what this could be cool if it did? It would be cool if it did a Scream and Ashley Tisdale was one of the first ones to die.
Ooh, yes.
Like a Drew
Pazuzu
Barrymore.
edition.
Ooh.
Pazuzu. So
Pazuzu.
allegedly, Pazuzu is actually a real old god as well, not just from The
Oh,
Exorcist.
really?
A few people said you
Cool.
got it.
Hold on a second.
that it?
Was that it?
What? That was that it?
We were told it was going to be 40 minutes.
But this Blade 14, girl.
I picked out 40 minutes of my very busy evening schedule watching food videos on YouTube.
Well,
How dare you
well.
not make it stretch for 45 minutes?
Well,
Nobody wants these anymore.
I guess that's it.
I guess that's E3, folks.
Yeah.
E3,
Hang on a
in a
minute.
nutshell, it could have been an email.
Oh my god! It could look. The rallying cry for some of these streams is it could have been a tweet.
Oh my
okay?
God.
And we're gonna stick by
It
that.
actually
logic.
really is. I'll keep an eye on it in the background, but I've just brought it back to the schedule for the moment. I don't know. I think it could have been an email or a tweet is kind of how I'm feeling right now. Like I get I do understand that they can't there was a huge there was huge roadblocks in what everyone had to do this year, but at the same time you didn't have to do it, like
just say that you don't. Just say that. Just say no. Just don't do it.
Say no.
It just feels like exactly what you said, Ian, earlier. Like they were scrabbling to try and actually present something, but I think people tend to respond better when there's a showcase or a state of play or something, regardless of who the publisher is, when it happens and it's like full of stuff that you really want to know about. Like, I think it cultivates a better relationship between the publishers and between their audience, rather than it being, we've got to find like 20 minutes of stuff. Let's just chuck in some house smashes.
What we saw there was basically exactly what I would have seen, or what either of us would have seen if we'd have gone to a House of Ashes press event. We'd have sat there, watched that video, got our hands on with the game, and then we'd have come back and written a preview.
We probably would have gotten some capture as well, to be fair, which would have been better. True. Yeah. But I don't know, like, I just feel like it's as you say, like, to have a better relationship with your fans, with the community, with the industry. You can't, everyone's going to walk away from this whole E3 feeling a little bit disappointed, and rather than have that, maybe everyone should have waited. And I guess it's fine for people like Xbox and Nintendo and all the rest who, when they stream, people will sit up and listen anyway. It's harder for the smaller developers and publishers who rely on E3 to get eyes on them, but this, I don't know, I feel like this is still just not really, it's not it.
I feel like we're kind of seeing the death of E3, to be perfectly honest. Like, if anything, this showing over the last 4 days has proved that it's better to wait until you've got stuff to show off, as I said earlier, to make sure that you have a good relationship with your viewers. And also because, it must be so stressful behind the scenes to have to come up with stuff so quickly. So surely you want to give your developers time to, actually showcase something rather than to rush for a, obligatory showing over 4 days in June. I just feel like E3 is going to become less and less relevant as time goes on, because anyone can stream now, so you don't need to have an event to do it through.
A part of me, I do agree with you in a sense, but a part of me hopes that it's not true for a couple of reasons. One, I like that there is a focal point in the year for games and people in the industry and people who love games to all come together and just make an event out of it. Like, I like E3 because it is, and I like Gamescom for the same reason, that it's a week where we can just get excited about games. It changes up our regular schedule. It means that, you get a vibe, you get a buzz from, oh, did you hear about this? Or, and the fact that everyone's watching it together and getting together and talking about it afterwards. I like that a lot. That said, I do actually quite like this digital aspect where, if we can't be there in person, it's at least, it feels better for us as well to be able to stream our reactions to it together and just at least have that to fall back on if we can't do demos. What I would like to see is more, if we're gonna continue in a digital vein, more demos would make a huge difference.
Oh my god. There is a great video on our channel that Aoife made explaining why demos are so great for the horror genre, which you should absolutely check out. But I think it goes for most games. Do you not want to know what a game is like before you buy it? Because I certainly do. I just feel like they're a really kind of easy way to get people on board when you can't go to in-person events like this to play it for yourself. You can just download it and then give it a go and then see whether it's yours or not.
It's just something, again, it's something to make people feel involved as well, for to make E3 more of an event, if it's not going to be a physical thing, because there are a few things that sort of can compare to walking around physical E3. It's a really exciting time. It's all the loud music, you see people getting excited. It feels like a celebration of games, and doing this, while it is great, it doesn't quite have the same weight to it. So maybe throwing in more demos, throwing in more live events, would really help make that more so. And this does, a lot of this did feel like filler and an afterthought. If you're gonna do it, like, make it big, make it exciting.
Yeah, for sure. It makes me feel like Laura Money's mentioned it in the chat, like feeling like people are holding back on their really big news for like later in the year. So I mean, that's good from our point of view because it means that we have more to look forward to, and it means that we can kind of stream reactions to that when it happens. But it's just, I feel like we were at least given some breadcrumbs during the C3, like Breath of the Wild especially. We were given things to kind of like dig into and kind of leave to percolate us with and that kind of stuff. But
and that feeling that you felt when you realised that they were showing Elden Ring, hold on to that. Let that be your E3.
E3 lives inside us.
Remember that.
E3 was inside us all along. That's the end. That's our message to tie on.
Well, I do think I would say that Elden Ring was my highlight, my game of E3. What are both your games of E3?
Well, I probably have to say Elden Ring as well, just because I was watching that live, and it was just, what they're actually doing. Oh my god! I actually wrote in our Slack like, what they're doing. Oh my god! Like, but yeah, that was probably the biggest for me. I'd already seen a lot of Far Cry 6 at that point, but again, that's one I'm really excited about. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, of course, but that's a little way off. So yeah, not a huge amount that I'm seeing. There's lots there that I saw that I want to play and that I will play, but in terms of like super hype, not hugely hyped for a lot of things.
Maybe that is a big part of E3 as well, is that it's harder to be excited when a lot of things that are announced are so far off, and there aren't many things to like get excited about right now, it feels like.
Definitely. It's definitely the kind of thing, like, make sure you've got all the release dates in your calendar, because then we can get excited about it when it's closer. But for now, it's just like, oh, okay, like, release date announcement, and a release date announcement, like, just that
Nina
kind
Sanchez,
of vibe.
Nina Sanchez mentioned Redfall as well.
Yeah, Redfall looks cool.
It does look cool, although that, like, I guess you have to approach that with caution as well, because it's a concept that we've seen so far, and is great, but we haven't seen a game yet.
I think Stalker 2 is very, very high up on my list.
Oh yeah?
Because it actually did show gameplay rather than just, as you said, like a concept trailer. So I'm really hoping Stalker 2 is great, because it seems to have like the tone down, the atmosphere down, the horror's there, like the setting is there. So I just really hope it is as good as it seems to be at the moment.
Yeah. Is that your game of E3?
As well.
Stalker 2?
Yeah.
I mean, probably, yeah. Like, it feels like it actually showed us quite a meaty section of it as well. Like, it wasn't just a trailer. It was like a good 5 minutes or so about it. So I feel like it gave us a good idea of what it's going to look like and the tone and everything, and also didn't just give us a cinematic trailer. But I will allow a cinematic trailer for Outer Worlds 2, because that was so
very
funny and really good.
What? They did it? Oh my god, okay, I need to make
you need to watch it, Ian. It's very good.
And Atomic Heart as well for you, Zoe, right?
2 trailer.
Atomic Heart for you as well, right?
Yes, Atomic Heart as well. Atomic Heart looks sick. It's kind of like, if you haven't heard about it, kind of imagine like Soviet future Bioshock vibes, but in a really good way. I didn't think we saw loads of gameplay in its reveal, but I feel like Atomic Heart is going to be one of those either sleeper hits or kind of like get its own cult following before going mainstream, like Hades, because it got big buzz when it came out, when it was first revealed, and I feel like it's going to kind of take people by surprise when it finally comes out. So yeah, high hopes for that as well, definitely.
One positive I would take away from the C3 for sure is it really hammered home what incredible value Xbox Game Pass is. Like, pretty much every single game that Xbox showed in their showcase was day one Game Pass. I mean, they are really pushing that, but I think it's fantastic that they're offering that as a service, because it just really, it's such a good alternative to paying like 70 quid per new release, like, and it means that people can try lots of different games and see what they like, and if they don't like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just absolutely staggered me that it was something like 37 out of the 42 titles shown during the Xbox showcase were on Games Pass and are going to be on Games Pass. Like, they're really leaning super hard into it. So I don't think you can say anything, but it's great value for money, because the amount of games you can get on it now is just absolutely up there.
Yeah, and the good thing about some of those games as well is like, things like grounded, and I think the Pirates of the Caribbean a Sea of Thieves update and everything, they're coming quite soon, and we'll get to play them soon as well. Like, that will be quite fun.
We will. Yeah, you're looking forward to the Pirates of the Caribbean and Sea of Thieves, aren't you?
I am. Like, I liked the concept of Sea of Thieves more than... Actually, I did enjoy playing it with you guys. We should play it more, but I think, like, giving that little injection of extra story that Pirates of the Caribbean will bring with it will go a long way to making it more enjoyable, I think.
Sure, absolutely. Were there any other games that you're, like, more hyped for now that you've seen them during E3?
What do you think, Ian?
Tunic.
Oh, really? Oh, you've been playing it. Tell me more about it. That was the little fox game, right?
Yeah, so Tunic was announced. Tunic's been in development for quite a while, but they announced a demo over E3 on Xbox, and it's basically an isometric kind of like Zelda-style game. But the combat is kind of Dark Souls-y, so you have these little fires or statues with fires on that you rest at. So if you die, you go back there, and if you die, you drop your loot and stuff. So all the combat and everything is very Dark Souls-y. But it's got like a really good exploration vibe. There's some really fiendish secrets that I was having a lot of fun uncovering, and the music is super chill as well, which kind of at odds with the gameplay at sometimes because it's quite tough. But you two would love it, I reckon. Just the aesthetic is great, and the fox has this really adorable little floppy fringe that like flops around when he runs. And when you load up the demo, the first thing he does is like he's asleep, he wakes up on the beach.
Oh my god!
It's so cute,
so adorable.
So that's,
okay, yeah, maybe.
So that's all I've been playing is that demo.
How long is the demo?
You could get through the demo in about half an hour, but then I spent an extra 45 minutes trying to find the secrets because there's some it's really good actually how they've hidden the secrets and
maybe
stuff. They've hidden them in plain sight, but not in plain sight.
Sounds awesome. See, more demos. Give us more demos.
We should stream a little bit of it for fun. I'd like to check it out. Yeah. Tell the story of how 2 developers gave you tips. Says Gav. What?
So yeah, I did. So I streamed it. I was playing it and streaming it on my channel, Platform 32, and the developers came into the chat while I was stuck, and they were like giving hints, and they were going, "Oh yeah, you know, ooh, maybe there's a thing over there. My favourite button to press is A." And I was like, "Your favourite button to press is A? What does that mean?" And then after about 10 minutes, I was like, "Oh my god!" So Gavin actually clipped that bit and put it on.
I love that you were getting thanks through the game by the people who made it.
Yeah.
That's so wholesome.
Amazing.
So wholesome.
We had a super chat. Fun. Let me just find it real quick. It's from Edward Hulse. It says, "In my opinion, the Xbox Bethesda showcase was the best E3 showcase this year. Also, to be fair, I just looked it up and it did say Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes, so it makes sense if that was it. It did, but I think it was only updated like today with that or something.
Literally today. Yeah, definitely.
I don't mind it.
And also, no, neither. But there's a track record of publishers saying that it's going to include X and X and X, and then they always do the one more thing at the end. Like, you can't blame us for just holding on hope to see whether there's something else, because just, you know, people are sneaky, and they have a right to be sneaky, but
they can sometimes play a little sneaky on you, and we're optimistic people at heart. So we had a super chat from Stephen Bottomley as well. It says, "Just to say thanks for the hard work, fun content, and company. Aoife, check out the Bloodborne X Sesame Street artwork if you've not done already. Pardon moi. I will be checking that out immediately."
Yes.
Antonio Garza says, "Not even cancel, just pair up with other companies that didn't have much to show. But hey, I don't care that much. I got to have lunch with you lot." Aw. Yeah, I think Antonio means not even just cancel their showing, but maybe like a bunch of different companies could have got together and done like little roundups or whatever. That makes total sense. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But well, you live and learn, and I mean everyone's trying to find their way through this whole scenario anyway. So.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, maybe we should just be grateful that there was actually an E3 this year, because obviously there very easily couldn't have been. So
yeah,
maybe that's the silver lining.
I wonder what Gamescom will look like though, because that's not too far off.
Yeah.
Have they said?
No, it's not. When is Gamescom?
It's usually August, but I don't know if they've officially said anything about it.
Quick goggle.
But yeah, Scott Perkins says, no Armored Core or Genshin Impact on Switch. I now owe my friends a few quid. What games did you want to see but were 90% sure wouldn't happen?
Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every year I say that I want it, but every year I'm like, it's probably not going to turn out.
I just can't believe it's been 10 years since the last Elder Scrolls game. Like,
yeah. I was reading some interviews and like it just sounds like the people at Bethesda were just kind of sick of making the same game over and over again. So that's why they're doing Starfield, because they want to have a break, which is completely fair, but it's coming out after Starfield, so Starfield. So we got a while to go. So what about both of you? What games did you want to see but we're pretty sure weren't going to happen?
The Final Fantasy Remake Part 2, probably.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Good. I was Elder Scrolls I wanted to see more of. I thought they'd show at least something. But yeah, nothing.
I think they just, same goes for Fable, I think they just want to make sure that people know that they're working on it, and that's all they can really do right now, like just the reassurance. But
could have been a tweet.
Yeah. Yeah, could have been a tweet, that's it. Let's get that on a t-shirt. It could have been a tweet.
Oh man. Well, I like, even if it's not like physical, or even if it's not, you know, everything that we hoped it would be, I still like the act of changing up the schedule, getting everyone together, and just having, I don't know, it's nice to have things to get excited about and look forward to, even if they don't happen. It's just, I don't know, it's a bit of a change up, and it feels like a bit of a party in some ways, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And hopefully we'll get to do them again in bigger
well,
quantities.
We do have Res Digital on the way, so I'm
Yes.
sure we'll be able to get some kind of stream style parties
Definitely.
on the way for you lot. If you remember last year's Res Digital, it was a lot of fun. It was the birth of Happy Hour Tavern
my
Time.
gosh!
So we'll have to bring that back, especially
Wow.
a birthday Happy Hour Tavern Time.
Yes.
God, 1 year old, 1 year today.
Oh my goodness.
So-
Oh man. And we've got Gamescom at the end of August, and then of course we've got EGX as well. So there's more events happening.
There definitely
is.
We're really excited about
Yeah,
together.
absolutely. And we've got plenty of stuff to tide us over until then. Like, we've got, you know, more. I think, like, certainly what the last year and a bit has done is made us thankful for the games that are kind of like evolving over time, and that are like there's you know, constant updates happening to them. Grounded is one of them. Phasmophobia is certainly another, which we will be streaming this week. In fact, a new update
On
for
Friday,
it.
yeah.
Friday at 11 a.m.
Early spoops.
Oh my God!
And we've also got a member stream happening on Thursday, right?
We do. That's right. Thursday, 3:30 p.m. We're going to be playing Gartic Phone. Members only for that one, but I believe because of the way it works, some of you, if you're quick with your typing, you'll be able to get in and play alongside us as well. That will be going live 3:30 p.m. and I've got a Far Cry video going live around lunchtime, so you lot who aren't members will also have something to watch as well.
And so you've got something
for
good
sure.
on the way as well.
Oh my God, it's taken me a while. Well, if you're interested in Lady Domitrescu, and I don't blame you if you are, you should just keep an eye on the channel tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say.
So, yes, absolutely look forward to that. And Friday will most likely be me streaming something. Well, we haven't decided what yet. I don't know. We'll figure that out. There's plenty of things to stream. Maybe me and Ian can stream something together.
Wait, when?
On Friday.
This Friday?
Phasmo.
Oh,
Phasmo.
Phasmo, of course it is. It's not in the schedule. I didn't add it to the schedule.
It's almost 11 p.m.
It's
everyone.
almost 11 p.m.
Oh, gosh.
I worry that we
It is
didn't have a
almost
full
11 p.m.
schedule, but we do. So fine.
We do. Phasmo. I just forgot to pull it in. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's on all of us. That's fine. Anyway, I guess for the last time in our E3 streams, we have to say thank you to all our wonderful mods who continue to do, you know, incredible work, especially when the chat is going as fast as it sometimes does in these things, which is rather terrifying. Thank you for keeping everyone safe. It is very, very much appreciated. And thank you to everyone who's been popping in and out. It's a garlic phone. I see everyone doing the emojis. It's very much appreciated, and thank you for keeping us all company and sharing our E3 with us. It is very nice.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So there we go. Our E3 schedule has come to an end. We may be able to do some extra streams in this week. We will see what we can do. But yeah. Until then, stay safe, everyone. I'm gonna pour more wine. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna go and have a Magnum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and be unconscious for 6 hours. That's what I'm gonna go do.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.